Hello and welcome back. I hope you are doing well today. In today's video, I am doing another mid-year review. This time it is on the percentage of my income that goes toward debt. I don't know about you, but I like a good mid-year review. It gives me an opportunity to look back over the first 6 months of the year and see how well things went or maybe not so well, and go into the next part of the year, the last half of the year, with better goals to set. I can recalibrate if things didn't go so well. There's still time to meet some goals this year. Some of you may be thinking, I didn't get half of the goals achieved that I wanted to by this time. It's okay. You just recalibrate, and this is the perfect time of year to do that. You have the whole rest of the year ahead of you, and you can make up some great ground if you get started now. So again, I am evaluating my percentage of income that goes toward debt. And why even do this, right? Why? Well, one reason I do this is because, I like progress. Now, I like to see that things are going well, and I like to see that things are heading in the right direction, just to make sure that nothing is getting out of control when it comes to my other budget categories. If lifestyle has kicked up where I'm buying maybe a little too many clothes or what have you, normally I really do try to stick to my budget on that. And even sometimes I don't allow myself manicures and pedicures and things like that. But every once in a while, I'm going to be honest with you, I get all the way sick of telling myself no in order to become debt free. And there's just sometimes where I say, you know what? I'm getting a new outfit. I'm getting this, I'm getting that. And I think that that's okay. I just want to really kind of rein those moments in and make sure it just doesn't get out of control. So I just make sure that the housing budget category is going along like it normally does. My giving, all of those categories are right where they should be, and that any extra, any raises that I receive, any things that I sell on eBay, all of that is going towards debt. And I like to stay in a certain percentage range of my income that goes towards debt, just so I make sure I stay on track. And the other reason I like to review the percentage of my income that goes towards debt, and this is probably my favorite reason, is that I get to see along the way how much of my income, my money, my moolah, my hard-earned coin is going towards debt, so that when I'm debt-free, I'll have all of that money, well, at least to me, all of that money to put towards something else. So it gives me an opportunity to dream and say, you know what? At the end of all this, I'll have that much more to do something else with. And so it motivates me to put as much towards debt as I can, get that percentage up so I can get this over and done with faster. So I want to show you what percentage of my income goes toward debt. What I've done here is just list out month by month the percentages. You may be asking, like, how easy was this to do? So I actually just went into my Every Dollar app, and it does it for you automatically. And it may be on the online version, like the desktop version, as opposed to the mobile version, I think is where I got it. But you can just go in there and it'll show you month over month how much of your income went towards debt payment. I just went back to July of 2018 and documented all of those percentages. So you can see how things vary month over month, but I'll start with this year. You can see, well, first off, let me show you December. Looked pretty good, didn't it? So then in January, if you've watched many of my other videos around that time, you know kind of what happened around that time to make this percentage less in that month. If you can't remember, I'll leave that video up top somewhere so you can check out that video. So then in February, things are heading in the right direction. I replenished my emergency fund. I went back to paying off debt, and it increased a little bit, so that was good. You can see that I was in the lower 30s January, February, so I was really gearing up to get back to like those upper 30s, 40s, and that's what I did in March. Again, if you've been following my debt freedom journey, you know what happened in March. to make that percentage leap up considerably. And that was that I got my bonus, thank goodness, and was able to put more towards debt in that month and make a substantial debt payoff. And I will attempt to leave the video for that one up top as well. So then April, we're going along. That looks pretty good, 43.7%. Then in May, 38, we dipped down a little bit, 38.39%. So I'll probably take a look and see what kind of happened in May for that to dip down. In June, we recovered at 50%, 50.52% toward debt. In July, I'm trending right now about 35%, which is not very comfortable for me, but I am hoping to pay off one of my debts and make a substantial payment to another debt, hoping to get around the 40% range. And if you see down here at the bottom that the average that I put towards debt from July 2018 to June 2019 has been 41% of my income. And that is just a lot. I plan to do a lot of things with that money when I don't have to put it towards debt. Let me know if you use a system, anything like this. It's really easy to do, especially if you have EveryDollar or the Mint app. You essentially just take your income and compare it to your debt payments. And this may be something interesting for you to see and a way to get motivated so you can do with this money what you really want to do with it, as opposed to paying off debt. So there it is. It's pretty simple. I would suggest that you do that. It's a really helpful tool. And you can see over 40% of my income, 40% goes toward debt payment. And of course, I've increased that over time, and I'm putting as much as I can toward paying off debt. And I'm even selling things and trying to make extra money so that I could put it towards debt. But you just see how, like, 40%, I can be doing so much more with that money. And my plans are to give more. Once I'm debt free, I want to give more. Like, I have dreams of being able to give to my family and friends and organizations and charities that are near and dear to my heart. I can't wait. Like, I'll be able to give on a greater level once I'm debt free. Also, to travel. Now, travel is one of those things I am sacrificing while I'm paying off my debt, and I cannot wait to get back to traveling more and more and more. It is something that I'm really looking forward to being able to do when I'm debt free. Also, my retirement, to contribute more, as much as I can into my retirement. My plan is to work as long as I can, putting as much up for retirement as I can, so that when I retire, I am retired. Like, I don't want to come back out of retirement. Sometimes things happen and you have to do that, but my plan is to work as long as I can, put as much as I can up for retirement, so that when I'm there, I am there. There's no going back to work for me. That is my plan. So being able to be consumer debt free and to put that money towards something else. Of course, I'm going to save my 3 to 6 months living expenses. I'm going to start working on paying off this house. That's even more money that can go towards my retirement, traveling, giving. Yes. So in the comments, let me know, do you track your percentage of income to debt in this way? Or if you're interested, how about trying it out? Maybe the last 3 months. Take a look at how much income you've brought in and then how much of that went toward your debt, just to see about what percentage of your income goes toward debt. And then, of course, let me know. Come on and dream with me. What do you plan to do when you're debt free with the money that you're putting toward debt right now? So when you have freed up that money and you can put it towards anything else, what do you plan to do with it? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my subscribers, my beautiful, wonderful, lovely subscribers. I hope you continue to have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.